Let's see different kinds of continuous time signals. Different kinds of continuous signals. So the different kinds of continuous signals are sinusoidal signals, exponential, complex exponential, unit step, unit ramp, kind of a impulse functions. Let's see one by one. Sinusoidal signals. As we are familiar with the sinusoidal signals, the signal, anything like sine, cos, tan, even all the trigonometric kind of signals are sinusoidal signals. So if x of t is equal to cos of omega t plus theta is a sinusoidal signal where the radiance frequency is it's omega, which has units of radians per second, and also very commonly written as a cos of 2 pi ft plus theta, where f indicates the frequency in hertz, as we are familiar with this. So if we go for, and this theta indicates the shift, phase shift, and a is the amplitude of the signal. Here t is given by 1 by f, which is t is equal to 2 pi into f, or omega is equal to 2 pi f, so t is equal to 2 pi divided by omega. The phase or the phase angle of the signal is theta, which is given in radians. So for example, cos of omega t is this kind of a signal, and when it is shifted by an angle theta, so omega t minus theta, so the signal will be lagging by theta value. The next one is exponential signal. So the signal x of t is equal to e raised to the sigma t or at is referred as an exponential signal. If sigma is less than 0, then the resulting signal is a decaying one. So if it is less than 1 means certainly, if it is less than 0 means certainly it is negative, and e to the power minus something into t if we have, then certainly it is a decaying exponential. And similarly, if sigma is greater than 0, then it is a growing signal which will be increasing as the value of t increases. The next kind of a signal is exponentially damped signals. Exponentially damped signal is nothing but a sinusoidal signal which is getting multiplied with a decaying exponential. So usually a decaying exponential is considered. So when sigma is less than 0 is usually considered. When sigma is less than 0 means it is a decaying exponential signal which gets multiplied with a sinusoidal signal. Sinusoidal signal, as we know, the amplitude remains constant, but when it is getting multiplied with an exponential, decaying exponential signal, the amplitude of that sinusoidal signal goes on decreasing as t increases, and it will be decaying depending upon the value of sigma, and it approaches 0 as t increases. So this is a decaying exponential. So here sigma is less than 0, and on the other hand it is sigma greater than 0. If sigma is greater than 0, then it is a growing exponential. When growing exponential is multiplied with a sinusoidal signal, the sinusoidal signal's amplitude goes on enhancing, increasing as t increases. Then the next kind of a signal is unit step signal. Unit step signal is defined as u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, and it is equal to 0 for t less than 0. So as per the definition, the signal is referred as Heaviside step function. So let's write this one as this way. As t is greater than or equal to 0, its value is 1 means on the right side it will be 1, and t is less than 0 is 0 means on the left side of 0 means from minus infinity to 0. its value is 0 itself. So this is a unit step signal. And similarly, the example of this one is, suppose x of t is given in this fashion, and if we are supposed to find x of t, which is nothing but u of t into e raised to minus t, then u of t is a step signal which will be on the right side only. Rho's value is 1 only on the right side, I mean from 0 to infinity, and from minus infinity to 0 its value is 0. So when u of t is 1 and e raised to minus t is a decaying exponential, but it runs from minus infinity to plus infinity. When this gets multiplied with u of t, then the signals, this part gets cancelled because it is getting multiplied with the 0, because u of t is not there. It is 0 from minus infinity to 0. So its value will be 0, and at 0 it is 1. So this part of the signal will be as it is, but this left part cancels. For example, if x of t is equal to 0 for t greater than or equal to 1, and 1 for t in between 0 to 1, and 0 for t less than 0. So let's find the combinations of unit step signals to create this x of t. Then x of t has to be, to get this signal, the signal, let's have a look, from 0 to 1 its value is 1 and 0 elsewhere other than this range. Then to have this signal we need to subtract u of t minus 1 from u of t. So u of t is the signal as we have defined it earlier, and u of t minus 1 is from 1 onwards, from 1 to infinity it runs, and it is 0 from minus infinity to 1, a clinch less than 1. So up till its value is 0. So when we subtract this signal u of t minus 1 from u of t, we get this one. So which is nothing but our x of t. So we can write x of t is nothing but u of t minus 1. Then the next one is the unit ramp signal. What is a unit ramp signal? It's defined as r of t is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0, and it is 0 for t less than 0. So r of t can be written as the ramp signal is integral of the unit step. So which can be written as integration from minus infinity to t u of tau d tau, which is nothing but this kind of a signal. So r of t is the integrated version of the unit step signal. So we get such kind of a signal which will be continuously growing as t increases. Let's define another kind of a signal just for our information. We have finished the main classes. Then unit triangle signal is, it's nothing but 1 minus magnitude of t, where magnitude of t is less than 1. I mean whatever the triangle width is there, depending upon that we can have the value over here. If the triangle is running from minus 1 to plus 1, so we can have 1 over here. If it is 2, then we can have 2, but it depends upon the amplitude of the signal also. So 1 minus magnitude of t, let's say if t is a 0, we get the value as 1, whatever t may be minus or plus. If it is, let's consider that t is equal to half. When t is half, 1 minus half, its amplitude is half. Similarly, even on this side, even though we put minus sign here, it doesn't make any difference because it is a magnitudal value. So we get this kind of a signal. So it is referred as the unit triangle signal. Even one more signal just for information, that is rectangle, rect signal. So rect signal is 1 for t in between, so or magnitude of t less than or equal to half, otherwise 0, 0 otherwise. So this indicates that magnitude of t is in between, less than or equal to half, the value of the signal is 1. So as long as t is from 0 to 1, 0 to 1 by 2. Now here we have 1 by 2. We can have any value here. So we can have, instead of giving it in general, half has been given. So we can have any value over here. So magnitude of that value. If t is in between this range, then certainly its value is 1. Otherwise it is 0. Let's consider an example from these unit step signals. So let's say a signal is a mixture of 3 u of t plus t into u of t minus u of t minus 1 into u of t minus 1 and minus 5 u of t minus 2. Then how this signal would be? So it is 3 into u of t. 3 into u of t means 3 into u of t. So let's take this one as 1, 2 and 3. 3 into u of t. And t into u of t. T into u of t is nothing but 1 into t, which is nothing but t itself. So which is nothing but a ramp signal. T minus 1 into u of t minus 1. U of t minus 1 has to begin from 1 and it is getting multiplied with t minus 1. Means t is 1 when u of t minus 1, which is beginning at 1. So at t is equal to 1, its value is 0. When t is equal to 2, its value is 2 minus 1, means 2 into u of t minus 1. It remains 1 always after t greater than 1. Greater than or equal to 1, its value is 1, but t minus 1 signal keeps on changing, and as t increases, suppose t is 2, then t minus 1 is 1. If t is 3, its value is 2, like this. But it is with a minus sign, so it goes in this fashion. T minus 1 into u of t minus 1 minus 5 u of t minus 2. So it is with a minus sign, and u of t minus 2 has to begin from 2 itself, and it is multiplied with 5. So let's consider this one as 5. Then when we sum these all, we can get what is this f of t signal. Let's see how to draw the resulting signal f of t. So by looking at these signals, so from before 0 there is nothing, so we don't have to draw or represent anything. Now here 3 into u of t is there, and it is an increasing signal. Means let's consider that this is 3, so maybe 1, 2 we can consider, and this third one 3. So the value of the signal at t is equal to 0 is 3 itself. Then it goes on increasing. The signal is, it increases up till what? So it increases by a value 1 up till this 1. So let's draw. It goes to 4. It goes to 4 when the signal reaches 1. So let's represent the signal in this way. It is a ramp sort of a signal. So it goes from 3 to 4 over 1 unit span. Then from 1 there is a decay. Now again this is decreasing with the rate of same slope. The slope of the signal is 1 plus 1 here for this ramp signal, that is t into u of t. For this t minus 1 into u of t minus 1, again the slope is 1 but it is minus. Means the signal remains constant here. it remains constant after 1. Up till 2 it remains constant. Then at 2 there is one more signal getting added to it. So that is, the signal is with plus 4 magnitude, and now this signal will be adding to these 3 signals, and it is with magnitude 5, that is from minus 5, because it is with minus sign. It is running in this way. So we can go in this fashion exactly at 2, and the value of the signal would be 1. So up till, so it is 4 minus 5, which makes it as minus 1, and that same continues thereafter. Means we can represent in this way. So the value of the signal x of t, if or f of t, if we are writing this f of t is equal to, it's given by, it is a t, 3 plus t, let me write 3 plus t, when our t is in between 0 and 1, because it increases. If t is equal to 0.5, its value is 3.5, like that. And when in between 1 and 2, when t is in between 1 and 2, let's write the same thing. When t is in between 1 and 2, its value is constant, that is 4, and thereafter when t is greater than, this 2, the value of the signal becomes minus 1. So at 2 the transition takes place and the value of the signal is going to be minus 1. So this is the way we need to draw the signal, and similarly we can refer different problems. Check this one, the same signal 3 into t plus 2, which is going to begin at 2, into u of t plus 2, minus 6 into u of t plus 1 into u of t plus 1, plus 3 into t minus 1 into u of t minus 1, plus 3 into u of t minus 3. So when we draw just like the previous problem and sum them all as per their signs, then we get the resulting signal, and the result of this signal is in this way. I hope the different signals are understood, and even the problems are being understood out of this problem. So thank you for watching, and if any doubts are there, we can discuss.